Well, I've been riding motorcycles ever since 1948. And my first motorcycle was a Mustang motorcycle called a Mustang Colt. The Mustang motorcycles was a very important part of my life when I first started riding motorcycles back in 1948. This particular Mustang motorcycle right here is called a Mustang Stallion, and it's a 1963. It has a Berman 4-speed gearbox in it, which is really quite similar to the BSA 500cc motorcycles. So it's got a very good, strong gearbox, 4-speed, 312 cc's, and it's a 4-stroke motorcycle. And I took this to the Mustang National Meet, and I was able to take first place by the Mustang Motorcycle Club for the United States. And I was very, very happy that I was able to take a couple of my Mustang motorcycles to the Mustang National Meet and wind up getting one of my bikes as a first place. That was a great experience for me.
That's amazing. And I don't know anything about them. Were they like a kid's bike, or were they were for...
Well, the Mustang Colt motorcycle was the very first Mustang ever built in the United States. It shared a Villers engine in it at the time, and it was a Villers 2-stroke motorcycle. But what was extremely unique about the Villers 2-stroke motorcycle is that it had dual exhaust system. And so it was extremely rare, and it was a beautiful bike. It was called a Series 9D engine, but it performed extremely well and was a very good engine for the Villers Corporation out of England. And so that was my very first Mustang motorcycle, and it was my first motorcycle I ever owned, that I had a motor between my legs, and I was extremely happy. So then these came along, and I bought them and restored them, and it's been just a fun part of my life.
What's the top speed on one of these Mustangs then,
Wiley? Kind of ringing about 62.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's way faster than I thought you were going to say, like 30 or 40 maybe.
But they're very comfortable at 45 to 52 miles an hour, 55.
Yeah, this the same model as well?
This one is called the Mustang Pony. The Mustang Pony was a little bit less money, and they had the full solid steel wheels, even though it was basically the same engine. This is a 1952 with a 312cc engine made in Glendale, California, and that is a 4-speed BSA Berman gearbox. The actual 52 Mustang Pony motorcycle that you're viewing here, this originally really came with a 3-speed gearbox, but I chose to put in the 4-speed gearbox. It was my personal desire to do that versus reinstall the 3-speed. I wanted the 4-speed.
They look like they're a ton of fun to ride.
Oh, they absolutely were. And you know, when you're a 15 or a 16-year-old young boy and you're on a motorcycle, why man, you're excited.
Thanks a lot, Wiley. That was wonderful.